In today's film, we see the Labour administration pulling off a number of insane pranks and using ridiculous tactics. We'll talk on why a panicked Keir Starmer is attempting to conceal a narrative that could end his life. In addition, we will review all of the most recent news from throughout the nation, but before, please click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and become a member of our rapidly expanding community. Just a brief note to let you know that we have brand new Make Britain Great Again t-shirts available in our store. You can get them right now at British.com or by clicking the link in the description that links British politics to the persistent patterns of establishment cover-ups. The strategies continue to be unsettlingly similar. Politicians and the larger political system still rely on distraction and deflection with the help of the mainstream media. Let's look at the significant events of the last several months, especially the Labour Party's victory in the July 4th general election. This political turn has heightened tensions in the UK ever since Labour's victory. Numerous cases have come to light that reveal the shortcomings and deceit of individuals in positions of authority, as well as the media's function in forming narratives and providing protection. The establishment is especially concerning. 3 significant occasions this pattern is demonstrated by the Southport attack, the stabbing of a British soldier in Gillingham, and the arrest of Labour politician Ricky Jones. These cases, which appear to be unrelated, are all scheduled to go to trial on January 20, 2025, which also happens to be President Donald Trump's inauguration. The way the media covered the Southport incident is a prime example of selective reporting. The suspected attacker, Axel R., has been portrayed using pictures from his early years in an apparent attempt to change public opinion, but the truth is different. Now an adult, Axel is facing serious accusations. The media's purposeful framing in Gillingham raises questions regarding responsibility and its impact on public opinion. Legal restrictions restrict the information that is currently available, however Anthony E. is suspected of stabbing a British soldier. The timing of this trial in conjunction with others raises questions. Is this overlap a calculated tactic to divert public attention? Such scheduling choices should be carefully considered, especially if they appear to be intended to distract. Labour lawmaker Ricky Jones was detained for using provocative language that was reportedly inciting violence against right-wingers, but the media has oddly refrained from questioning his comments and their ramifications in favour of less contentious subjects. Additional emphasis: the selective reporting style and why January 20, 2025. It's difficult to overlook how these trials coincided with Trump's inauguration. Large media outlets like the BBC and Sky News have declared that they will cover the entire. Critics claim that the timing is deliberate and that political reasons are to blame, indicating that this is not a novel occurrence. Similar strategies were used during the COVID-19 epidemic, when state narratives were frequently propagated by the media. Even the most recent disclosures on Axel's purported ties to terrorist organizations were eclipsed by Labour's budget announcement. These distractions are purposefully designed to obscure important stories. January 20 draws near. Vigilance and coordination are crucial. While legacy media is preoccupied with Trump's inauguration, the scheduling of these cases underscores the critical necessity for independent media. The public has to be kept informed about these important UK events by the new media. This is a critical time for transparency and accountability. Let me know what you think about this in the comments section. In other news, hospices around the UK are warning about a worsening financial crisis brought on by Chancellor Rachel Reeves's national insurance hike. The establishment's tactics demand scrutiny, and the media's role in supporting them cannot go unchallenged. Hospices have been particularly hard hit by the increase in national insurance contributions, which was revealed as part of the government financial statement in late October. Many have had to make urgent funding appeals in order to prevent reducing the essential care they offer. The national insurance hike has resulted in significant additional costs for hospices, some of which have reached hundreds of thousands of pounds as they attempt to pay the higher levy on employers. In contrast to the NHS, which is mostly financed by government grants, the sector is already struggling with rising operating costs, notably those related to staffing, which have been rising for some time. Only over one-third of hospices' total income comes from government subsidies. The other funds are provided by charitable donations, fundraising initiatives, and community support. Hospice UK. Hospices also depend on a far smaller percentage of state support. The leading charity in the field has already voiced serious concerns about the state of hospice finances, characterizing 2023 to 2024 as by far the worst fiscal year in the industry's history. According to the charity, the industry is on track to have a £60 million deficit by the end of the fiscal year, with rising staffing costs and the national insurance increase being the main causes of this shortfall. These difficulties compound the already heavy burden hospices bear as they persistently offer end-of-life care to thousands of individuals nationwide, frequently without the same resources and assistance as larger healthcare providers. West Streeting, the health secretary, has acknowledged the gravity of the situation and promised to give hospices financial support to help them get through the crisis. Although he has stated that the government's hospice grant will be changed to better shield them from the financial strains they are currently experiencing, the specifics of this assistance are still unknown, with Streeting stating that more details will be made public. While this is a welcome boost to the healthcare system, many in the hospice sector are wondering if this investment is sufficient to address the specific needs of their services, which operate on much leaner budgets than NHS trusts. The Department of Health and Social Care reaffirmed the government's commitment to high-quality end-of-life care in a statement prior to Christmas, noting that the Chancellor's budget decisions had enabled an additional £26 billion investment in the NHS. It is impossible to overstate how much of an impact this financial strain is having on hospices. As things go worse, these essential services are in jeopardy. The industry is now urging the government to take urgent steps to guarantee hospices can carry on with their operations without worrying about going bankrupt. Finally, classic British automobiles are gradually fading from our roads, and many more will probably do so in the upcoming years as the automotive classic models from Britain's automotive heritage are being phased out as a result of global movements towards electric vehicles and older autos dealing with unavoidable wear and tear. This drop can be attributed to a generation of drivers who are more interested in modern technology than outdated vehicles, as well as government policies that promote greener alternatives. These cars, which for decades defined the road, now had to deal with the hard truth of obsolescence. While aficionados continue to treasure these cars, industry experts contend that this is a natural trend fueled by both shifting consumer preferences and technological advancements. The production of these iconic models, which were once mass-produced and served as the foundation of British motoring, is coming to an end, and the cars that once dominated the roads and filled driveways may soon become rare objects only found in museums or private collections. However, it's not just the famous names of British manufacturers that are in jeopardy. A large number of vintage cars are gradually being replaced with electric and hybrid vehicles due to continuous environmental legislation and larger societal advancements. These days, reducing emissions and improving fuel efficiency as well as fighting climate change are top goals. Please share your thoughts about the topics we covered in today's video in the comments box below. If you haven't already, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more British political news. Thank you, and be careful. Goodbye.